Let me raise this up so I can stand on mountains. That was crazy. Okay. Hello. What's up? Welcome back to the Greenity channel, where I help to simplify vegan food, hopefully in a fun way. Today, I'm not going to do anything instructional or recipe related. I'm simply going to make something using what I have. This theme of using what I have is something that I've done as kind of a challenge for myself this week, where I eat what I have all week and I don't go to the store for one or two items here and there. And it's ended up being pretty fun and playful to just throw things together based on what's in my cupboard and refrigerator. So again, I'm not going to do anything super out of the box. I'm just going to make a quesadilla today with what I have. I'm using a quarter of an onion, a nice fresh tomato. I have this jar of jalapeno peppers that I haven't really used much, but they smell delicious, so I'm gonna throw some of those in there. I have some seasoning to put on some garbanzo beans. Now this is not standard for a quesadilla, but we don't have black beans and I wanted something in my quesadilla to give it some texture. So I will be using those. I will spice them up to make it delicious, whatever. And then I do have some vegan cheese that I'm going to use. I don't normally keep this on hand. I don't like it. I don't like these containers, but I saw it at Aldi for like 90 cents, so I bought it. Now the reason that I wanted to try this challenge was to see, first of all, how creative I could be. And I surprised myself. It's interesting to see what comes out of you when you step outside of your normal flow. So normally if I wanted to make pasta and I was out of an ingredient that I would normally use, I would just go to the store and get it. Instead of looking at what I have and thinking, how can I recreate that flavor or that texture or that sauce or that feeling that I get when I eat it? So I did a lot of that and it ended up being a lot of fun. I do a series on my Instagram called Plastic Friday, and this challenge of using what I have for a whole week really fit into that bar. So Plastic Friday is something that I do once a week on my Instagram to celebrate ways that I was sustainable that week, or tips that I've learned that I want to share with my followers. On the internet, some things can seem really intimidating and really unattainable. So I like to throw out tips that are like, use the food in your pantry, or pick up trash on your street, or save glass jars and reuse them for vegetable stock. Really, really little ways that do make a huge difference. I like to get one side nice and warm and then flip it over. And then since this side is warm, especially since I'm using vegan cheese doesn't melt the same way regular cheese does, just enough to give it that quesadilla feeling. I'm also not going to stand here and give you dialogue about how to make a quesadilla. I throw my onion into, it might be good to fry these first if you're not into raw onion, but I'm going for simple and not time consuming here today. Throw in some jalapenos. And then my chickpeas, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour them all into, almost onto my countertop, into a leftover container here, because I'll use that brine either in a baked recipe or to make whipped topping. I'm just going to take some out without the brine and put them in a separate shallow dish, just enough for my quesadilla here. I'm going to take my fork and mash them up. This will just help them in the quesadilla so they're not rolling around and they're not loose. And then what I'm going to do is add my seasonings. I've got in here garlic powder, onion powder, dried cilantro, and cumin. Pretty simple. I'm just going to mix that in with the chickpeas to make sure that these get flavor that they need. I'm very aware that this is not anything traditional about a quesadilla. I'm sorry if you're offended. I'm a little offended too. I'm sorry. Gotta do what you gotta do though, you know? Plus, I'm a sucker for a chickpea. I think it's the cutest bean. Absolute cutest bean. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just Google garbanzo beans with faces and then give it a name and a personality, and it's just the cutest thing. I'm delusional. Okay. Fold this up. am going to flip it just to allow the toppings on the other side to cook. And normally I would use like maybe a salsa, Cholula, some kind of hot sauce, but seeing as nothing else about this is, you know, really super traditional, I'm gonna use this spicy chipotle sauce from TJ Maxx. Oh, it's so pretty. I gotta take a picture of it for my thumbnail. Okay. Oh my god, that's really good. Dare I say, perfect. That is it. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, comment on this video, head over to my Instagram and share with me ways that you are using what you have in your kitchen to make everyday, simple, boring, mundane meals. I'll be back with fancier things. I'll be back with simpler things. I'll be back. I hope you found this fun. I hope you found it tasty. I hope you found it simple. Whatever you needed, I hope you found it today. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.